1, 2, 3. Follow me, I'm going to walk you around the school. As we are going on the tour, if at any point that you have a question, feel free to ask us a question and we can answer it for you, okay? First, we're going to start out here with what we call our vestibule as the students arrive at the Cafeteria middle school. You'll notice that we have a theme. It's contemporary, it's cedar accent, so everywhere that you see cedar, is a theme for one of the areas that we're getting ready to go into that is built for learning. So this is our action area. If we walk through here, I want to introduce you to our gym. So follow me. Welcome to the gym.
Stand it back.
Running laps.
Welcome to our community gym. Notice as you walk in how the ceiling parts are slanted. If a ball were to get up there, we wouldn't need a ladder to go up. They would roll down. If you look up, notice that we have some round speakers up there. That helps out with our acoustics and our sound system. Notice the baffles that we have on the walls. We have the blues and we have the whites. Along the side of the window, we also have speakers. Notice that we have access points for data for the internet over here and over here. Our basketball goals are adjustable. They adjust from 8 feet to 10 feet. So when we have games in here for the Park and Rec, they will not need to put goals up there because we will accommodate the need. Also, when we're having volleyball games, the goals will slide back out of the way of the game. If you notice, we also have a curtain that comes down. Our curtain will separate the gym into 2 sections for when we need to have additional classroom space that we can have. Notice how we have our seating, our stadium seating over here. They're equipped for ACA. If we have someone that has a mobility issue, we can bring them in and they'll be allowed to have a seat and enjoy our community events or our games. Along this side, we also have our locker rooms. We have our male and our female locker rooms. As we walk up over here, one of the things that we're going to do here is have traditions and ceremonies. So the first thing I want to get you to do for your first time being here is walk across the stage. What we're going to do is we'll have our 6th grade, our 7th grade, and our 8th grade this year. When they come to Town Creek Middle School, they will walk across the stage. That will be an introduction and welcome to Town Creek Middle School. And as they finish their middle school years, they will come on this side and walk back across the stage, signifying the end of their middle school year. As you walk across, notice that you will pass a screen, and in that screen, we will have a backward-facing projector so that when we are using this for our community, we could be able to have an image where the light won't bleed out and we can see the image. Over on this side, we have storage for our wrestling mats and our floor mats. So when we need to use those, they will come down, we'll take them out of the eye hooks, use the mats or use the flooring, and then we will store them back up in here. Notice on each side we have a scoreboard and a time clock to help our visitors and our guests to see how much time is left and what the score is. If I can get everybody to just walk through one at a time to adhere to our social distancing. This is our snack bar. We will utilize this not only for games, but also with our PTO and fundraising. For our community who have mobility issues, this will allow them to go from this level up to this level of the gym floor and then back down again.
Very nice.
When you're walking, we have a mobile sound unit that we can access either through HDMI or Wi-Fi. If you look up, you'll notice that there are microphones that are hanging down. A left turn. And we will introduce you to our CTE classroom.
That's really nice. I'm just team planning with us four.
So welcome to our CTE classroom. I'd like for everyone to walk in there. As you come in, one of the things that you will notice throughout the school is we have what is called a teaching wall. Our teaching walls look like this. We have two whiteboards and we have our new line touchscreen TVs. Here at Time Creek Middle School, all our classrooms will have these in the use of technology. So one of the things that we're going to have is we'll have our windows, we'll have our screen sharing, and what the screen sharing would do, as we have groups set up across the classroom, whatever is on the TV can be shared with that group, and that group. So it allows us to deliver instruction to more students at one time. And it also allows us to have them to practice community and collaboration. Because in the world that they're going to go to, they gotta learn how to work together. Our whiteboards turn into this. Our browsers on the internet. Whenever we do research-based things outside of school with our lesson planners and we want to bring it back and introduce it to the students, we have that in our file sharing. And we also have gadgets, which will allow us to have different apps to use to help the students to become more engaged in the lessons that we're teaching.
Can they broadcast back to the screen?
They can broadcast back to the screen. So, before we leave, I would like everyone to walk up and just write your name on the board.
Oh wow, that is nice road, yeah. That's what I was looking for.
I was going to offer you to play.
No, I was looking
Break out.
Because of COVID-19, we cannot sing and we cannot play music, but we can teach music theory, and we can teach history, and we can teach other things that revolve around music. Notice as you come in, the room looks kind of funny. That is because the way it is engineered for acoustics. So the walls are coming in at an angle, the floor is going down just a little bit. The insulation in the walls allow us to have fun in here, but nobody over here can hear it, and nobody over here can hear it. We got the windows that are two-way, so they're double pane. If you were outside, you have a hard time looking in, but you can look out. We have a door to the outside because when we want to have some community events, we can just take our equipment out here, load it up, take it off, and then come back. And it doesn't allow us to go out here and tear our floors up, and when we come back in. This is our courtyard. To the right, we have our media center that we will visit here pretty shortly. But I just wanted you to have an opportunity to see the courtyard, because on the days like this, when it's pretty outside, we'll be working with our community to get some seating area out here so that the kids can enjoy coming outside and reading, and also classroom space outside. So welcome to band, the same concept as we have over in chorus, we have over here. This area right here will be our storage, but we'll also use it for when we have ensembles, when they want to practice for ensembles. We'll have a storage area that will resemble the laminate that is on the door for them to put their equipment into when they are not in use. And the same here for our outside access, whenever we want to move equipment out. We can go out through there and we can bring it back in here. And we have ample storage for the equipment that we're not using. Enter into our visual arts. So welcome to art.
Got a lot of storage in there, that's good.
Notice our storage, and notice how we have a sink. And one of the big things about art is creating. We have a kiln that will provide us an opportunity to create pottery and ceramics.
Wondering where it was.
And access to outside as well. If you look out this window, you'll notice that on the back side, we are on the back side of the gym. Out this door right here, we have our staff parking. I want to welcome everyone to the cafeteria.
You have lunch prepared, Dr. DeBerry? We have our out of park area for those kids that want to visit items that don't want the whole